we go again, y'all. I played around maybe 2 or 3 games. We'll see. Let's go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo.
Let's go.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
Are you ready?
Singletary to get the drive started. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Given 3 yards on the run there, that still leaves them with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh,
This is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
Let me
And the
throw for me.
Jags are going to take over here on the
You
INT
gonna hit the
at their
next
own
one.
5-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll start on the ground. ETN gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. ETN once more. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with ETN. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Quick slant caught by Kirk. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Jags first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. We're scoreless after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground with ETN. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence steps away to his left. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Oh, come on.
Left side, it's complete.
What
And
the
he's
fuck
got a
is
first down as the tackle made at the
There's no
Bills'
argument to it.
44-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there. And second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll get this one complete to St. Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jones has it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash.
Nice.
It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. The visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big
really
shot,
dropped the ball.
and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Oh, they robbed me when I catch it.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Oh, good.
Into heavy traffic, and it's
You're already on my
intercepted.
drops.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the ball out.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence.
Thank you.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession as they get at the 42-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been a half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense. And we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is
Hey, they keep dropping the ball. Come on, man.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage and led to an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash.
He wasn't dropping the ball out. I keep dropping the ball.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On second down, ETN once more. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Lawrence. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch to right there turned it into a really nice game. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
He just yeah. Come on, how you get the ball?
We talked about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments, what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in but I guarantee you they didn't.
And that is caught. Touchdown,
Yeah,
Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, 31 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
7 yards there and a first down. Singletary again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. And now they'll throw with Allen.
Why y'all fucking dropping the ball?
So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The slot man in motion right. Allen gonna throw.
Oh boy, man.
How about the
Why
coverage
they
we
robbing?
saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Why they got D grade when they lost?
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yeah. That was a very game. Yeah.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Break.
Straight ahead, ETN. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On first down, right back to ETN. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Dancing to his left. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
Really?
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Lawrence will throw. This complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Trevor Lawrence. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Jags will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the...
He's got a man, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Allen. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The site that many call the loudest in the NFL. We are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hines. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen off the play fake. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. Room here to run. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They go right back to Singletary. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They run here with Singletary and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Ed Oliver through the line and hitting him for the loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Let's make a play, boys.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. That's a room to run now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who will actually take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen to throw once more. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
That is complete downfield to Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
First down, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit almost 50% of his passes thus far. That's not
you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks that over 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills have come back to regain the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's Kelsey on the ground. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the INT, it's Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
These are the situations that really tested defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You first see incompletion in a very short period.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel sub packages, don't they?
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. He finds his man complete. It's McKenzie. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bills. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 17-8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Bills have recovered.
After that...
Bro, I got that shit. Come on. I had the wrong playbook too, man. They robbed me on that shit. I know. I fucking had it. I must have had the Buffalo playbook. It wasn't wrong. They robbed me on that. Shit, but then that shit is right. Alright, where's it at? Game options, I think. Yeah, they robbed me. That's what I was gonna say. Thank you. Thought it been safe. Money hand off. One more game for the night. I'll grab something to drink and be back. I'm back. That's good shit, man. Okay, now I want to get paid. Stop trading. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, the shitty brands.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we're set for a good AFC.
I'm curious. Man, why do they keep doing this shit? They literally say that first started. Come on. Who's going for that bullshit? Why does it not say it? It literally says save right there. But this shit don't say. That sure say. Whatever. That made no sense, man. So they only save for one game? That's some bullshit right there. Primo. Let's go. Come on. I wouldn't play the Browns. I necessarily don't like their defense. I don't know what the cover 2 playbook is. Let's give it a shot.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
It's fucked up. What the hell? I think I just played you. Alright, that's cool. Look at that, man. Got my playbook. He's about to blitz the shit out of me.
Allen going to go to the air right away.
And incomplete to open things up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Allen going to throw.
I thought about to get fat. That's my fault.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
That's cool. Carry hands on the left. Thank you.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
That'll be holding.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Decline, boy.
Second, they declined the penalty.
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the first carry for Devin
the block one towards it, right?
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly.
Running to the left, he ran
Because
to
the
the right.
defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
No,
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give up the middle to Singletary.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a
Oh, you lucky son of
Down
a...
he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're
Yeah,
hoping is that
we saw a
you
lot of
figure
that.
out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And that will be incomplete.
If I kept running, I'd have
Trying
caught
to
it.
dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He drops it. Come on.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wondered, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Slot man moves right. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth.
Come on, Diggs, you gotta get over there.
And now this is going to depend on the spot.
Man.
And they say he's just
Oh,
short.
bitch.
The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together.
That's caught inside the 20.
I messed up on the auto one. That's my bad.
Touchdown.
That's cool.
But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen.
And that one's
Come on,
incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
That's not the play I picked.
To the air, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about tight ends in a lot of cases now, pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen.
What the fuck? Come on, Allen. Look at Shapen fucking up the last couple of games.
The defense had other ideas, but they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Allen is fucking up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. He rifles
I thought, come on, he supposed to throw it towards the left. Yeah, Robert.
And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take
over
the
to the left side.
6-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is
Mostert hit and he drops the ball. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football right back. Knocked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field.
Oh, I hit the pump fake. Come on.
Some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play.
Right.
These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Allen will try again on 2nd down.
Oh,
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Well, a 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. Now a run with Singletary. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to run with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Singletary. And this time, he is in. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bills have cut it back Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner. But
no, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
They matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit. Because that defense, they're about to get right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead in the intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Tua. And falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh, good.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally. But he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
Thank you.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poole.
I see you right
The
there.
Bills are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. That's why they press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
He
And
can't
that
catch
is
it.
incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And it's incomplete.
He drops the ball again. Go ball.
More than 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
I can't tell. He constantly dropping
The
shit.
chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen.
Good play. I thought he was going to cut out more.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Oh, hell no. Come on, that slow ass spin around. That's good. I thought he was going to cut in more.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before half for Allen. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Yeah,
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Oh, my bad.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
Conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert.
Come on. That's not the most bullshit ever.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On play action, Allen. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Allen on third. And this is Cook with a grab.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A gain of 3, second down.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown!
Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bills 14. Jason Sanders, the kicker on 4.
And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Allen now on first down. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook from 17 yards out. And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action, now it's Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle, he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tua going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky. Intercepted. And he is going to be out of bounds, well short of the pylon, and that will be a turnover and down. I'm not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it.
I don't know. And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, let's go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Tua Tagovailoa.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I don't think think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Bulldozes past him. 128 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense